Hello, everyone. It's me, and I am back again with another Fear Street review. I am continuing my time with Paradise Season 2. Today, I'm going to be talking about Paradise Season 2, Episode 6, Jane, which is now available on Hulu or Disney Plus. Because it's me, I'm going to try not to get into the spoiler world, but it's hard sometimes, it can be difficult. So if you need to pause and go and watch the episode, then come back and hear my thoughts, I completely respect that, and I'll still be here. I'll still be fierce, and I'll still be talking about this show. Um, so the synopsis: Xavier and Gary set their plan in motion. Back in paradise, Sinatra takes action while Gabriella follows a new lead, and Jane's past is revealed. And honestly, that synopsis kind of misses one of my favorite storylines, which I'll get into in a minute. But actually, we'll go into it right now. I think that one of the highlights of this season, surprisingly, is this storyline with the younger generation and getting like purposefully arrested and to do some things. I love the interaction between the president's son and his girlfriend. It's really funny. It's really fun. It's really an interesting dynamic, and that's leading somewhere. I think that it's going to be really cool to see what happens with it. This episode is really getting back to the energy of season one, so I really appreciated that about it. While I do think that we might have spent a little too much time with uh, with the Jane flashback. Sorry for my pit. My fans of the show The Pit. I almost said Baby Jane Doe, but I think we're spending a little too much time in the flashback world with Jane in this episode. Just um, plot wise, momentum, pacing wise, I think that kind of stalled us a little bit in the structure of the story. But I do want to say though, I have to give flowers to Nicole Bryden Bloom. I hope I'm saying that right. She's the one who plays Jane. Her performance is chef's kiss, incredible. Her very specific but also dynamic shifts in her character really show how unhinged she truly is. Um, One of my lowlights for this season so far is the storyline with Gary. I just, it's a story that we've seen before. I'm kind of bored by it. It did, though, lead to a pretty incredible cliffhanger. So, that part was kind of, was, I, if I had to get through all of the Gary storyline to get to that cliffhanger, it was worth it. And so for yeah, Gary is dull to me. Like it's very predictable. Like I said, I've seen that story 1,000 times, and I think most people have, even like especially if you're a woman or or like no women, you've heard this story 1,000 times. So I'm not necessarily as interested in that as I am with the stuff happening in the bunker and around the bunker. I'm hoping that we kind of start to bring all three or four storylines we've got going together and really start pumping forward. Um, I'm hoping that next episode we're getting going to get more into that. Yeah. I don't think. Well, this is more prediction world. I don't know that I'm going to get into that in a review, but I'll briefly. I'm nervous because Jane don't mess around, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. She's also chaotic. Like she said, like right now she's with Sinatra. Sorry, that's a spoiler. Well, no, we kind of knew that anyway. Right now she is where she is, but she also did some shady stuff in the season finale of last season, and so I'm just like, I don't know where her loyalties lie, and I'm interested to see where that goes and where the show takes it as the season continues. But overall, I really like this episode. I'm going to give this episode 4 drinks. This is my highest rated, I think, episode of this season. Maybe one or two might have been higher or on par, but Yeah, it's moving somewhere where I'm enjoying it more than I did when it first started. I think those first few episodes were a little jarring just coming off of season one. I know that a lot of people, if you watched season one when it aired, you had time and then you were ready to kind of start a new story. I had just binged all of season one, and so it just felt kind of jarring at first, but we're really getting back into the energy of where season one left off, and so I'm really excited to see where the season goes. So, four drinks. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. I'm all for the conversation. I love this show. I think it's still, even if even the episodes that I don't love as much are still better than a lot of the other television out there. So, like, I'm enjoying it overall. So, yeah, let me know if you agree. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. So, as always, make sure that you stay fierce out there.